Hola, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let me know if you can tell a difference. All right, so in today's video, we're going over yet another half-inch sensor 4K streaming webcam. So this is the Emeet SmartCam s800, and if you guys have this or have seen it, I will go over some of the features and different things on it. It does come with its own software, and that's where I kind of like to tweak the look and aesthetics of it. So I don't know if you could tell, but we are actually recording on the Emeet itself, and I will give you my thoughts, what I had to do to tweak it a little bit to get it to the style that I like, and obviously kind of compare it because I've done a few of these webcam videos. I feel like this is the year for all these half-inch sensor, the Sony sensors, the 4K large sensors that you can get pretty good quality out of a webcam, where that used to be like the worst of the worst, and you had to use your phone or an expensive camera. But now there's so many of these 4K webcams coming out, and I actually use them for my content now, to record, to live stream, to do podcasting, all that stuff. So let me get into it real quick, and then you be the judge for yourself. All right, guys, so here is the box Emeet SmartCam s800. This is what it looks like, the little Canon right here. You get 4K, 30 frames per second, 1080p, 60 frames, and HDR autofocus. You get in the box the camera, the cable, and the instructions. Pretty straightforward. So here is the camera. It is a little bit on the bigger side. You do have this, which I do appreciate, when they put this little manual switch if you want to close it off for privacy. I prefer this. So that's just a little ring there that you move back and forth. On this one, it is f1.8. It is a half-inch Sony CMOS sensor. So a lot of them are using the same sensor. The body has a mount built into it, and you can angle it down. You see those big vents on the back. That's where you would connect your USB-C cable. And then you also get the threaded mount on there if you want to put it on a tripod. I like when it's built directly and you don't have to mess with it. So the whole mount itself is built right on there, and that's what it looks like, the size and all that. So like I said, what it comes with is a USB-C to USB-A cable. Now, if you have a Mac like I do, it's always good to pick up a bunch of these adapters. I'll leave a link in the description for that. Just buy a pack, have a few laying around. I use it for flash drives, webcams, and external hard drives quite a bit, and you don't notice any drop off in quality or speed. And then that way you can connect it to any high-end laptop or MacBook that uses only the USB-C cables. Really quick, this is an audio test of the Emeet s800. This is the microphones right off the camera. This is an audio test, as if I was taking a meeting or recording something and I'm here at my desk. This is what you would hear. Now, if I take off the noise reduction, that's the only feature that it has. You can turn on or off the microphone noise reduction. So this is without that noise reduction on. Now we'll switch it back on, and does it make a difference? Does it sound good? It says it has 2 microphones on it, so you guys let me know. You be the judge based on your own eye test. I did the whole video today in this on the Emeet camera, so you guys can tell it's recording in full 4K. Have not had any hiccups or issues with it like I have a couple of other cameras, but it just works, right? So these are these new 2024 and beyond cameras that just, way better than what's ever on your laptop or whatever webcam you got built in. So I'm going to walk you through the software really quick. I'll show you guys what that looks like basically, and also kind of the settings that I put to get this look. And you can see like a before and after on that. So on this one, you're going to download the Emeet link. So we're going to pull that up. And then we're going to switch. It did a whole adjustment there. We're going to switch over to screen share. There we are. Switch over to Emeet. I have HDR on. So you can flip over your image upside down if you want. HDR, we got close framing grid. So you can have your grids. Face metering. I don't mess with any of this. I just kind of left it the way it was. Face focus. Autofocus. I have it off just so we kind of do like an artificial or manual mode bokeh effect. That's just me. I'm in focus here. Background's a little bit blurred. Which if you're showing products and stuff, you want to turn the autofocus on if you're going to be like, you know, kind of switching between product and then back to you. 50 hertz anti-flicker. The zoom, I'm zoomed all the way out, so this is mounted a foot away from me and I get a pretty good field of view. It's basically what I would expect out of a webcam right now. And these I went custom, so you can take note of any of this. I left the brightness or everything at 50. I just turned the contrast down a little bit. All right, so I'll just kind of show you in real time. I went over the settings. If you go, you have, I guess I can go back and forth. If you go to filters, it's going to be hard to show you, but if you go to filters here, you have all of these different ones. So you got standard, portrait, object, vivid, and bright. So let me go back full screen so you don't get confused between the two different ones. Oh, that's what it looks like on my screen. So if we go standard, I wanted to take a little bit of color out of that, as you can tell. Portrait. So it with all the auto functions in it, you can see where it kind of tries to fix itself. We got object, vivid, which even more color, and then bright. Bright's not actually too bad. It's just real contrasty. And then go back to the one that I had, take out some of the color, and that's all I needed. I think I do have a update. Okay, I went ahead and updated this thing. Holy cow, it looks a lot different. Or is that just me? No. Okay, let's go back. To standard. Holy cow. All right. So now it looks more like my other camera, and I'm not mad at it. So this is a little PSA. Make sure you keep your equipment updated. I'm very impressed now. It fixed a lot of the little detail that I was not happy with. Okay. This is actually a really good camera. So let me, I'm still recording, right? Okay. So this is what it looks like tweaked in my software. All right, so I'm just going to show you on screen really quick. I have my brightness. These are my little sliders that's in my Ecamm software. So my brightness is down 10. Temperature is cooler by 15. I did mess with the tint. I turned up the saturation a little bit to kind of combat what I was doing in the software. And that was basically it. I just left it on obviously full 4K and manual focus, which like I said, I always do that to get a little bit of a blur. And it looks really good. Okay, if I reset this, let me okay, no, it's already focused. And then turn off the manual focus. Okay, this is what you would expect for it to look like out of the box. It's standard on their software, and I reset everything in mine. Now, you can tell where you would need to just do a little bit of tweaking for your color. I like it vibrant. I try to fix the way my skin tone looks. That's a me thing, you know. My skin tone, yours is different than mine. Everybody's is different. Your lighting might be different, so just keep that in mind. Which I've been playing around with some different lighting. If you get better lighting, that might help you, because the one I have is super white. This is I'll put it back there. Yeah, it took away a little bit of the weird tint, and I can add warmth with these lights. So yeah, I mean, the lighting, it makes a difference, because the lighting that I have originally is better for the camera that I was using before, whereas like I have these new lights that I've been playing around with, and they tend to work better like on my phone and on other cameras. So it's kind of weird. The other lightings are from Walmart, but they work with my main camera, and these new ones I got off TikTok shop, and they work better with other cameras. It's weird. So your lighting makes a big difference too. So I have this one. It's uh, a little more settings that you can do between cool and warm, and I think it looks pretty good on this one. And I think I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, but like that sign behind me is blue. On the other camera, it comes out purple, but I think here it's a little more realistic. You can tell that it's actually blue. So yeah, going back to this light now, which is a very, I don't know, it's so weird. I don't know what the temperature is exactly, but it makes a big difference. The other light, if you get a good light, it looks a little bit better. Um, Let me move these back to where they were. That looks good, and then now that looks bad. Because I'm gonna leave it. I changed what I changed in mine to accommodate for the light that I have, and in their software it's just standard. So play with it, see what you like. But as far as the quality, I'm actually impressed after the update. So make sure you're updated on your software when you go into the software that it requires with any camera. Get their software, mess around with it, see what you like and don't like out of it, and then make sure you keep it up to date, because like I said, this makes a big difference. And we're gonna do one more test right now. Two small lights turned on either side. I've gotten asked about the low light settings or quality on these, so let me turn off one. Now let me turn off the main one. So this is in a dark area, harsh lighting behind me. You can turn that off. Actually, that light helped quite a bit. Then we will do a big, bright web page in front of me. So I think when I get asked this, it's usually because they're streaming, you know, obviously when it's dark, but like they're gaming or anything like that, and there is obviously a monitor in front of them, and that is their light source. So I've actually done this, and I did this test in another video for another camera, and this was actually like a little cheat code for before I had lighting. I wouldn't be in a dark room, but I would also I would just open up like Paint or something that had just a static white background, and that would be like an extra light source for me. I think I had a ring light before, and then I like having light on both sides, so I would have a blank white page on the monitor to kind of help that. So this is what it looks like at night. Low light setting, that adds a little bit of lighting, but yeah, if you guys are wondering about the low light, this is the quality you can expect. And then really quick, without any of the harsh lighting behind me, this is a quality, um, pretty good there too. Hopefully this helps if you have this camera, are looking to buy this camera. Maybe you get it on a deal. Right now there's a lot of Black Friday deals going on. If you like the way this looks, if it's passable for YouTube, I think it is. But it's all the preference eye test for you. If you like it, you can go watch my videos before this and see if you notice a difference or anything like that. So if you didn't notice, then it's doing its job. It's the same. These all have the same sensors. It's just how the manufacturer or the brand kind of tweaks it and uses it to their advantage and what they're good at and all that. So I will leave a link in the description for this. This is the Emeet streaming webcam, full 4K, 30 frames per second. You get 1080p at 60 frames per second, HDR, autofocus, 2 noise canceling mics. I think it's really good for, you know, making content, streaming, whatever it is. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. See you guys.